So friends, Donald Trump continues to up the disinformation ante with his false, reckless, dangerous posts. What should prosecutors do about it? Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, Donald Trump continues to post things, false things, dangerous things about the prosecutors who are investigating his crimes, about the prosecutors who have indicted him, have charged him, and are actually in court prosecuting his crimes. And these are posts that deploy lies and disinformation to poison the well of public opinion, to poison all future jury pools, and that put prosecutors and their family and their staff members at risk. Here, for example, is one of Donald Trump's most recent posts. These are the prosecutors that Merrick Garland and crooked Joe Biden have illegally unleashed on me in order to interfere with the upcoming 2024 election. They don't want me to get the nomination because they know I won twice, did much better the second time, and am also leading Biden big in the polls. How would you like to be simultaneously fighting this group of thugs, radical left Marxists, racists, and lunatics? But it's what I do to make America great again and save our country. And Trump's post contains pictures of New York Attorney General Letitia James, New York District Attorney Alvin Bragg, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis, and Special Counsel Jack Smith. Trump's post contains lie after lie after lie, obvious lies, demonstrable lies, provable lies. Here's just a few. He says, Garland and Biden unleashed these prosecutors on me. That, friends, is a provable lie. President Biden and Attorney General Garland have absolutely no authority over state law enforcement officials. So no, they did not unleash New York Attorney General James or District Attorney Bragg or District Attorney Willis on Donald Trump. A provable lie, a demonstrable lie. And here's a related lie. He claims that Garland and Biden unleashed them in order to interfere in the upcoming 2024 election. Again, a provable lie, because Biden and Garland didn't unleash or put state law enforcement officials up to prosecuting Donald Trump to interfere in an upcoming election. In fact, it is Donald Trump who is attempting to interfere in the upcoming election by putting these very lies, this very disinformation and propaganda in front of the American people to gain unfair advantage in an upcoming election. Let's just take on one more Trump lie. They don't want me to get the nomination because they know I won twice. There you go, friends, another provable lie. So what can be done about it? Well, Alvin Bragg's prosecutors can file an emergency motion with the presiding judge, Judge Marchand, seeking a narrowly tailored set of limitations, restrictions on Donald Trump's speech and on his posts. And they should do that in order to protect the integrity of the ongoing prosecution. They should do it to protect the integrity of the criminal investigations that reportedly are still ongoing by the New York District Attorney's Office of Donald Trump's other New York State crimes. They should do it to protect the jury pool against Trump's lies and disinformation that are pretty clearly calculated to infect the jury pool. And they should do it to protect the prosecutors, their family members, staff members against Donald Trump's dangerous lies. The other thing, friends, that would go a long way to tamping this down, in my opinion, is if we started to see some federal indictments dropped on Donald Trump's head. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, because the evidence supports it, because Donald Trump has committed any number of federal crimes. But here's the thing. Since day one, I have maintained Donald Trump is a federal problem requiring a federal solution, and that looks like federal indictments, not just state indictments. Yes, he violated state law, and he should be indicted. He should be held accountable for the state crimes he committed. And in theory, state court judges have pretty much the same tools as federal court judges when it comes to issuing gag orders, when it comes to putting appropriately tailored restrictions on a defendant's speech or posts in the run-up to trial to avoid, infecting a jury pool. But I really do believe that federal judges might feel a little bit more free, a little bit more comfortable putting these narrowly tailored restrictions and limitations on Trump's speech and on his posts in place. Given that he was a former president of the United States, they might feel a little bit more willing to do that, to take those chances than a state court judge might. So that is one of a million reasons that the federal indictments should come sooner rather than later. And I don't just mean, friends, federal indictments for the insurrection and for the classified documents crimes that Donald Trump inarguably committed. I continue to have a deep concern about the prospect of Donald Trump not being held accountable for the crimes he committed while in office, right? And I'm not just talking about the many instances of felony obstruction of justice that Bob Mueller documented in Volume 2 of the Trump-Russia report, crimes for which Bob Mueller said Donald Trump can be indicted as soon as he leaves office. And of course, he has not been. And I'm not just talking about his bribery and extortion of President Zelensky. Withholding congressional funds, our tax dollars that had been allocated to go to Ukraine so they could protect their own people against unlawful Russian aggression. Donald Trump wrongfully, unlawfully withheld that money and tried to leverage a dirty political favor from President Zelensky, saying, I know you want these funds, I know you want more missiles to defend your people. I need a favor, though. I need you to announce a bogus investigation into my political opponent. My grave concern is if Donald Trump is not held accountable for those crimes he committed while in office, that is the Department of Justice giving a green light to the next president to obstruct justice all day, every day, while in office, to retain the power of the presidency or to punish his enemies or reward his friends and criminal associates. If a president of the United States gets to do that with impunity, I don't know how long we hang on to our republic. If the next president gets to withhold congressional funds and use them to leverage dirty political favors from world leaders, I don't know how long we can hold on to our republic. So federal indictments for the insurrection and for the classified documents crimes, yes, but it is equally important that DOJ hold Donald Trump accountable for the crimes he committed while in office, crimes for which he can now be indicted because he is no longer president. He no longer benefits from that ridiculous DOJ policy saying they won't indict a sitting criminal president. That's the stuff of banana republics, in my opinion. But boy, I hope DOJ doesn't give the green light to all future presidents to do what Donald Trump did while in office. But if they decline to prosecute him for those crimes, that is precisely what they'll be doing. And then we are in trouble, friends. But right now, let's just saw the justice wood in front of us. Let's hope that Alvin Bragg's prosecutors file a motion with Judge Marchand seeking a limitation, a restriction on Donald Trump's obvious, demonstrable, provable lies that are calculated to poison the jury pool, poison the well of public opinion. And then let's hope we see some federal indictments coming soon. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again soon.